Man, I have a love-hate relationship with beans. I mean, I love how versatile and tasty they are, but I hate how they make me really gassy. But I won't let that stop me from enjoying them. What can I say? I just love to blow people away. Today, I'm gonna show you how to turn these beans into sweet red bean paste. First, you need to start off with dried red beans. Now, these are adzuki beans, but you could also use this method with kidney beans if that's easier for you to find. I have them in a bowl here, and you just want to submerge them in water. This is cold water. All right, now let these soak overnight. Now, some people think that the soaking process removes any indigestible sugars, which can cause the farts, but I don't buy that. I just love the fact that this makes the cooking process a whole lot faster. This is what they'll look like after soaking for several hours. So you see that they soaked up a lot of water as well, get nice and plump. Now all you have to do is drain off the liquid. There we go. You see the color changed a little bit, but still nice and red. Now just pop these into a pot. Pop into a pot. Next album coming out next spring. Fill up the pot with water. Make sure it's all covered. I've let this come to a boil. Now I'm gonna set it down to a simmer. And you're gonna let this cook away for about an hour until it softens. Now it's best to use dried beans and not canned beans because canned beans can have a lot of sodium. And we're not trying to be salty bitches here, all right? Only sweet ones. This is looking good. Now most of the water has evaporated and it's time to test if they're ready. It's hot, 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 hotty, hot, hot, like a jumping bean. You just squish it between your fingers, and if it smushes easily like that, it's ready. So if they're softened like that, but there's still a lot of liquid, you can drain it off. This is good. It's not too much liquid, but it's nice and moist. Now it's time to add the sugar. The great thing about making your own homemade sweet beans is that you can control how sweet you want it versus just getting it straight from the can. Once the sugar is all mixed in, take a masher or a fork and just turn it into a paste. The consistency is up to you. If you want it to be a really smooth paste, you can go in with a blender or immersion blender and get it really, really fine. But I like to have a little bit of the beans still intact just for that nice little texture. This is the consistency I love, and I'm gonna go in for a little taste. Sweet, but not too sweet like the canned ones. Now I'm just gonna transfer it to a container. And this keeps well in your fridge for 2 weeks. You can use it for so many different types of Asian desserts. Here are some ideas. Make red bean mochi. Combine glutinous rice flour, sugar, and water. Stir it well until everything's dissolved, then microwave it for 2 minutes. Stir it up. Microwave it for another 2 minutes, and stir up the goop to help cool it down. Then scoop small portions into a lot of corn flour and pat them into small discs. Add a dollop of red bean paste, pinch the edges to close it up, and you'll have the cutest little stuffed mochi. Want an icy treat? Make matcha ice cubes. Shave the cubes into a bowl. Serve it with red bean paste, tiny mochi, and green tea ice cream. My favorite treat? Mix some cashew milk and sugar with a little red bean paste. Pour it into popsicle molds and freeze it. Red bean popsicles are the best. I really hope you give this a try because you're gonna be so ass flapping happy.